Good afternoon, YouTube. Tim Coleman's Jet Powered Go-Kart.
Well, as you can see, sitting up here, not tied to anything. Fuel tanks are full, air in the tires, seat belts adjusted, and we have a steering system that actually works. I used 800-pound test Kevlar parachute cord, which has some stretch in it. That took care of the problem with keeping the cables tight through the entire range of steering motion. This is a steel weed eater spool, modified heavily, and a little machine work done here on this spool to get it to slide over, and it's pop riveted to that aluminum spool, and everything is snug and tight. And I got these, I'll say 90% slip proof tension knots in here, which do a good job of setting the range of motion, because that knot hits the pulley up there. When you go to the range of motion, that's well in excess of the range of motion I need for normal steering. So if this thing will light, I'm going to try running it today. 60 degrees, which is coldest I've ever tried to run it. Honestly, I don't expect to get anything other than a boom and a bunch of fire, but hey, be optimistic, especially when you don't know what you're talking about. I like to see some fire coming out of the business end of this thing and see it hauling my bacon down the road and over there in the distance. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to my camera lady, and my air compressor is out of whack, so I'm going to have to do the forbidden. Everything's off, the fire is out, but I got to purge the combustion chamber, and the only way to do it is with my big mouth. If that works, you can compare me to a Campbell Hossfield compressor. Well, this, never mind, don't compare me to nothing. There's just too many unsavory connotations that could result from that. So, fuel valve on, starting valve on, safety valve off, switches all off, throttle off, brake check, seat belt fastened, master switch on, liquid on,